Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the WDW Fan Zone Show current news and events edition. A lot to talk about tonight, a lot of news since we did our show last week that we're going to bring to you. And it is February, which means it's Black History Month, where we honor the heritage and lives of African Americans through the entire month of February. And Disney is doing a lot in that respect. And one of the things they're doing is they're bringing back Celebrate Soulfully, which debuted last year at Walt Disney World. And they're going to have a lot of events going on at Disney Springs for Black History Month. There will be live Motown, pop, R&B, and jazz performances. Some of the restaurants will be offering cooking with soul menu items. There will also be Disney Pixar Soul and Disney Princess and the Frog treats available for consumption at the Ganachery and Amoret Patisserie. I hope I pronounced that right. In addition, art and murals will be displayed, drawing their inspiration from the Disney Plus series The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Throughout the month, Disney resorts will feature movies that include Soul and Remember the Titans. Also at Epcot's American Adventure Pavilion, we mentioned this on a show way back when, the traveling Soul of Jazz and American exhibit will be on display. So that's something to look forward to. And that's just the tip of the iceberg with all the news that we have this week. And Jess, let's hear what you've got.
All right. So the Grand Floridian Spa has reopened, and they have done a couple different things to the outside of it too. They have painted it, and there are a couple different offerings inside too. So they're now taking reservations online, and you can also call to make a reservation. I really hope they still have the eucalyptus, the steam room in the steam room. Oh, it's the best thing about that. That was my favorite. Okay, so the Flying Fish has reopened at the Boardwalk. That is an upscale seafood restaurant, so check that out. It's really good there.
I ate there and I got the steak. This was a few years back.
Steak and seafood restaurant. Come on.
It was the best steak I ever had. That's like my favorite restaurant on Disney property outside of the parks. But anyway.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. And then also around the Epcot Resort Boulevard area, the Ale and Compass has been open, but it is now open for lunch. So that is an exciting thing. And they also have brought back the bacon blueberry pancakes for breakfast. So check those out. They are delicious. Finally, for me today, they have been doing the extended evening hours at Magic Kingdom and Epcot. They have now announced that they are bringing it to the Hollywood Studios. So that will start in April. As of right now, there's only one date. It's April 13th, and it'll be from 9 until 11. And again, because that is extended evening hours, that is only for deluxe resort guests and DVC and Villa people. So they're also only limited attractions. They have not announced which attractions will be excluded from the list of evening hours. So make sure you check that out if that is something you're interested in. Again, April 13th is the first time, but that's the only time they have scheduled right now. So check out more dates as they become available. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Jess. Darlene.
Okay, everyone. So I've been told that if you are walking through the parks to be aware of pop-up characters in different areas. You never know where you might find one popping out of a bush or a walkway or something. So keep your eyes open. It might be a good way to just snap a picture while you're walking around the park with your favorite character. Still you can't do any autographs or hugs with anybody, but that's kind of cool. I like that one spot by Epcot Journey of Imagination. You could see Joy or Pooh Bear out there, and it's pretty cool. Next, park reservations are now out until January 18, 2024. With saying that, if you have a park ticket that, say, had a no expiration date from back in the day and you want to schedule a park day, you can do that all the way up until January 18, 2024. Or if you're booking your vacation with our lovely MEI and Mouse Fan travel agents out further in the year up to then, you'll be able to book up until January 18, 2024. Anybody with an annual pass, you have to wait until you renew that pass to pass that date. So a next bit of news is check the listings for Disney Springs. Special Disney Valentine menus are at a select number of restaurants in Disney Springs. So if you want to take your sweetheart out to a nice dinner or lunch, go check out those menus at Disney Parks blog or right on the Disney website. The Boardwalk Bakery, if you're staying at maybe the Swan and Dolphin or the Beach Club, the Yacht Club, the Boardwalk, you can go to the Boardwalk Bakery. They have a new doodle muffin for $3.99. That muffin is a vanilla, like cinnamon sugar cake, and it's not too sweet, so which is very nice. Also, Pinocchio's Village House has come out with allergy friendly chicken nuggets. They're gluten-free and French fries, and they're both done in the same oil, so there's no cross-contamination. So that's something to look forward to. Also, Jesse's Trading Post is going to be opening this year.
Yeah, we mentioned that last week.
Well, did you notice how they sent it out, though? It kind of sounded like it was going to be a play set. And a relative had, like contacted me and said, did you know there's going to be a play park with Jesse's? And I'm like, no, it's not a play park. It's a store.
Yeah, I know. They made it look like a play park.
Just if anybody thought and didn't read the article, you really need to read the article.
Yeah.
So for the explanation.
Yep. Very good. I'm glad you reminded our listeners of that. Or viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it for you?
Mm-hmm. That is.
Now, I don't know if I introduced anybody at the beginning of the show. I may have forgotten. I think I forgot. So we've got Jess and Darlene Nagy, and I am Stuart Sternberg. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, and I apologize for that omission in the beginning of the show. I don't go back and edit anything, so that's why I try to keep it as real as possible. Before I get into my news or the rest of my news here, I want to give you more breaking news about the travel industry. Mousefan Travel is the most unbelievable travel planner you'll find anywhere in the world. And do you know that now watch, I won't be able to find it. They were given an award. Here it is, the Elite Emerald ALG Vacations Award for their service to the industry and of just being the overall greatest and best there is, was, and ever will be. So congratulations to Mousefan Travel for that. But if you're planning a vacation, whether it's Walt Disney World, Disneyland, a Disney cruise, can't wait for Lou Mangello's WDW Radio Marvel Day at Sea cruise on the Disney Magic. That's going to be unfreaking believable. An adventure by Disney, wherever you want to go. It doesn't even have to be a Disney vacation. They've got travel planners that are experts in every facet of the travel industry, whether it's going to the Grand Cayman Islands, the Grand Canyon, or to the UK or someplace else overseas, wherever you want to go. They work with your budget. They do things your way. They listen to their clients like no one else does. They make sure that you get what you want, the way you want it, how you want it, within your budget, from little budgets to big budgets. They do it all. They're there for you. They're the best service travel planners or vacation planners you'll find anywhere out there. Nobody does it better than Mouse Fan Travel. And I can't say that enough because we've used them. And you know what? Once you go to Mouse Fan Travel, you will not use another travel planner ever again. They're that darn good. And you can find out about all their great deals going on right now by going to www.mousefantravel.com. That is www.mousefantravel.com. And please remember to let them know that WDW Fan Zone sent you, the Fan Zone show. Also, we're on YouTube. I know I've been reminding everybody each episode, but please give us I can't talk tonight. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It does help us out. It puts us into a different category, the more people that subscribe to the show, so we're seen by more people. And I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you could please do that for us. All right, on with more news. This past week, construction began on the Nova Corp Star Blaster ship at the Guardians of Galaxy attraction in Epcot. The ship will be 51 feet tall with star-shaped wings. So that's a good sign. Maybe the walls will come down soon, too. The Disney Adventure Friends Cavalcade that begins on February 11th in the Magic Kingdom will include approximately 30 Disney and Pixar characters. And I think we had mentioned the cavalcade before, but now they've come out with more information on it. There will be Jose Carioca and Panchito, two of the three caballeros. Notice Donald Duck is missing from that. Supposedly they're saying is he will be appearing in other places in the park at the same time. So that's the scoop on that. Nick and Judy from Zootopia will be there. Baloo and King Louie from the Jungle Book. Merida, Moana, and the Incredibles, Miguel from Coco. The cavalcade has two floats with a compass on top along with depicting scenes of adventures along the float's base. All right, something else we mentioned on a previous episode was Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair will be coming to the Cinderella Castle front forecourt stage. We can now report that the stage show will debut on February 25th, 2022. And we have an updated, not updated, we have the hours now that the show will be. Now, this is an updated version of the previous show, which will include some of the 50th anniversary stuff going on in the show. The show times are what we have now. And that is 12:15, 1:30, 2:45, 4:35, and 6 p.m. daily. In other news, March 9th, the Festival of Fantasy Parade returns to Magic Kingdom, and it will include, this is big, the Maleficent Dragon Float. How about that? On February 11th, the modified Frontierland Hoedown returns to the Magic Kingdom with characters such as Country Bears, Brer Rabbit, and Clarabelle Cow. The show will be performed near Pecos Bill's restaurant and the Country Bear Jamboree attraction. The shop in the Morocco Pavilion, which has been under refurbishment, is scheduled to reopen on February 6th. So that's coming up real soon. I know everybody is looking forward to it because we get a lot of people asking, when is the Moroccan Pavilion shop going to reopen? No, we really don't, but I'm sure people will be happy to see it's reopened. The Disney World Skyliner, which we had reported had been closed, is now open after a brief maintenance closure. If you're planning to stay at a Walt Disney World Deluxe Resort or a Deluxe Villa in April, you'll be happy to hear that on April, we did this already, sorry. I forgot to take that on my news. Jess had already mentioned that. All right. Disney World has announced a full itinerary for guests at the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Resort. In addition, the Star Wars guests will get a Lightning Lane access to Star Wars Rise of the Resistance and Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run attractions. I think everybody kind of knew that was going to happen, but now they've made it official. If you're looking for transportation from Orlando International Airport to your Walt Disney World Resort, you can now add it onto your vacation package. The add-on package can be booked up to 5 days before your resort arrival. There are several options available, so talk to your vacation planner to see what works best for you. Disney has announced that Hocus Pocus 2 which reportedly just wrapped filming, will be coming to Disney Plus in time for Halloween. The original Hocus Pocus movie was released July 16th, 1993, and also returning for number 2 to reprise their roles are the Sanderson sisters, Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. The Disney Plus streaming service is coming to over 40 more countries and 11 territories this summer. The new countries include Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. And in more Disney Plus news, the WWE and Disney have agreed on a multi-year deal to be the exclusive home of the WDW WWE network on Disney Plus and Hotstar in Indonesia. The agreement took effect on January 30th. This agreement is further fueling speculation in the wrestling world that Disney could possibly be interested in purchasing the WWE. I don't know how I feel about it, but that's for another discussion on another day. On January 28th, the Walt Disney World named Alexia Quadrani as Senior Vice President of Investor Relations. Some other news. Hasbro has lost the rights to produce the Disney princesses or princess dolls to Mattel, which previously had owned the rights. In addition to the princess dolls, Mattel will create Toy Story and Cars franchise merchandise. Hasbro will continue to produce merchandise for the Indiana Jones and Star Wars franchises. All right. Well, and as I always do I have been doing the last few weeks, I've got some sad news to report, unfortunately. Yeah. And I love this actor. Actor Howard Hessman of WKRP fame, One Day at a Time, and head of the class, passed away on Saturday, January 29th. It was from complications stemming from, or it's been reported that it's been from complications stemming from previous colon surgery. He played Dr. Louis Faraday in Disney's 1986 movie, Flight of the Navigator. Hessman was 84. And I believe you can find that movie on Disney Plus.
Yes.
And that is all the news I have this week. I told you guys we had a lot of news for you this week. Darlene, how about the park hours?
Okay, so with us, Stuart and myself going on the WDW Radio Marvel Day at Sea cruise. Sorry, Jess. Next
It's
time.
okay. It's okay.
I'm going to give you park hours all the way out until the 15th because I just want to make sure you guys are covered. So I'm going to go slowly because Magic Kingdom's got a couple changes in times. Magic Kingdom on February 2nd is going to be 9 to 9. February 3rd, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. February 4th, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. February 5th, 9 to 10 p.m. through the 7th. Starting on 2/8, we have a day for early close, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Again, that's on February 8th, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Then we got February 9th, 9 to 9 through the 11th. It's going to be 9 to 9. February 12th and 13th and 14th, we've got 9 to 10 p.m. February 15th, 9 to 9. Epcot. Epcot's going to do a little bit of changes also. We've got February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th from 10 to 9 p.m. The 5th is going to be 9 to 9. Then the February 6th through the 11th, 10 to 9. February 12th, 9 to 9. February 13th through the 15th, 10 to 9. Hollywood Studios is very easy. We have 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., the 2nd through the 15th. Animal Kingdom. The 2nd is 9 to 7 p.m., and so is the 3rd. February 4th through the 6th, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. February 7th through the 9th, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. February 10th, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. February 11th through the 13th, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. February 14th, 8 a.m. to 7. February 15th, 9 to 7. Disney Hollywood Studios. Your days from Sunday through Thursday are 10 to 11, and your weekends are 10 to 11:30. Okay. The Boardwalk
Disney
Bakery.
Springs.
Oh, isn't that
I
what
think you said Hollywood Studios.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. I meant Disney Springs.
Same thing. They look alike.
The Boardwalk is going to be open from 6:30 to 10. Typhoon Lagoon has no closures as of right now. It looks like the water park is going to be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, if the weather is inclement, they will close the park most likely or close early. And that's what I have for you. Always check the My Disney Experience app for any other time changes. They do have a very good calendar right there if you're like wondering if you're staying at a certain resort, is it included in the extra hours? And you can always ask concierge at your hotel.
All right. The weather, I'm only going to give you through next Tuesday, or Tuesday of next week, I should say, because we know the weather can change and it's not always right. That's what happens.
It's
when you
been
look things
really
up
right lately.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, I know. That's what happens when you look things up on the internet. Not everything is true, although everybody says everything you see on the internet is true. Not so. Just like the weather. And I don't want to go too much further out than that because, our weather forecasters, and I'm just making a generalization, they're not so great at predicting weather. All right. So February 2nd, which is Wednesday, it's going to be a high of 80 and a low of 59. Thursday, we get even warmer. 84 is the high, 62 is the low. Friday, 85 is the high, 64 for the low. Unlikely but possible chance of showers on Saturday and Sunday, with a high on Saturday of 74 and a low of 61. Sunday, high of 73, a low of 56. Monday, 66 for the high, 52 for the low. A little bit chillier on Tuesday, where the high will be 59 and a low of 47. And when you go that far out with the weather, the likelihood is it will change, because the beginning of this weekend was supposed to be cold, and it's not now. So things could change. So just keep checking the forecast if you're coming down here, making sure that you have the proper clothes for the weather when you do come down here, because this time of year, you could be wearing some clothes during the day, and by the evening, you've got a coat on.
So pack layers.
Yeah. And when I say that, earlier in the week, we were in the 30s at night here.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't really warm up. I mean, practically, I think over the weekend, it was like, I don't think it even... Today it warmed up very nicely, but I know on the weekend it was still really chilly, even taking our dogs out for a walk.
Yep.
It was like 2:00 in the afternoon and still needed a coat.
Yeah, I've worn more winter clothes this year than I have in all the previous months since I've moved down here.
Right. And they told me to throw them out.
Yeah,
Silly people.
But,
I was...
Or just stay inside. Put your
I have a
feet
bunch
on.
of heavy, I have a bunch of heavy sweatshirts. I cannot wear them in my house, even without the heat on. It's just too warm. So even no matter how cold it gets outside, my house, thank God, keeps nice and warm.
Yeah, I got down to 27 where I am,
Wow.
Citrus County.
Wow.
26 maybe, and then the high was only like 44. I think
Did you see any
Saturday.
snow?
Yeah, we had a couple of
no snow.
4-degree days here.
It was clear, so
Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful, like sunny, but
Yeah. Did anybody get to see the NASA
launch.
launch? No. It was amazing. It was the best one I think I've seen yet, because we were able to see the return. It was so cool. So where I can live, I can watch it out of my backyard, and it's just a dot in the sky, but it's still something to see.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. So as Darlene had mentioned before, we will not be here next week. There will be no show. Well, we're coming back. Maybe we'll throw a show in next Sunday, depending on how everybody is and what everyone's schedules. I'm not making any promises right now because I do not know what will happen between now and then because we won't be here. So, so there will be no news show next week for sure. There will be no regular show next week for sure. So we'll see what happens. But we're planning on doing a show, not a long show, but another show tomorrow night, just to get a few shows in there from this past Sunday to now, before we go away on, and I'll mention it again, Lou Mangello's WDW Radio, Disney Cruise Line, On the Magic, Marvel Day at Sea cruise.
Yeah, I'll
really
definitely post our pictures with the characters and stuff that we get to see.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Food too.
All right. So we're going to get out. Yeah. Oh my God, the food. All right. So we're going to get out of here now.
Mm-hmm.
Pack our bags and shuffle off to the port.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we'll be here tomorrow night. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, we will. That's right.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night with another episode. So until then, everybody, please be safe. Bye-bye.
See you real soon.
Have a magical night and stay safe and warm.